again on YouTube. Just a quick little stream here. I've jumped on GTA again, you know, Christmas time, spending it with randoms. I was going to jump on with friends. This lobby has a friend in it, but also has an ex-friend who is an absolute fuckwit. He couldn't do anything to us in a lobby because we were on passive and called him out on being a dickhead. So he threatened our accounts. He literally said, "Oh, gonna get your accounts taken off," or you know, the usual 6-year-old shit. I'll point him out so everyone can keep an eye out for him. Let's see if I can find him. There he is, right there, flying around on an oppressor. Miniman 66. Yeah, so if you see him in a lobby, you know he's gonna be a douche. And when he can't get you, he'll go after your friends. We joined the other day. Joined the same guy, that Baker. He follows Bake, because the friend that's in the lobby. If you look at my friends list, the thing, the little F. I don't know how many people know this, but the little F on the icon with the picture means friend, and it'll be a little C if it's a crew. That Baker guy, he's a friend of mine. And that Miniman guy, he follows him around like a bad spell. He's like when you fart and you change your rooms and the smell wafts into the next room with you. That's him. It's like that. Baker in himself, he's not a bad guy. But the Miniman, he's just absolute fuckwit. Like, seriously, like, he'll have a big bitch, kill him over and over again, and then like with us when he couldn't get kills back, he starts doing other shit. Like he's the kind of 6-year-old that threatens DDoSing you and hacking your accounts and all that sort of shit. It's like, seriously, loser, like, get a life, moron. It's a game. So I thought I'd jump on, and I'm just cruising around in my car while it's in RC mode. A lot of people were saying to me, "So you should have got the anti-jammer." But it's like, I'm holding off. The next car we're going to get in drip feed is no doubt going to be the convertible Porsche, purely because when you first join the lobby, it comes up with, "Oh, congratulations, you've been gifted 2 stickers, 2 stripes." One is for the car that's free right now, which is the Baller, and the other one is the Porsche, the S2 Cabriolet, whatever they call it. That isn't out yet, but the fact that they're saying you get free Christmas stickers for it means that it must be getting close. I haven't checked whether it's out today or not, but I noticed that it's been notifying me about that. But today's not a day they normally drip feed, so I haven't bothered checking. There is a vehicle coming, more modern Granger. I'm holding off for that, and if you can get that with the anti-jammer, the anti-missile jammer, I'll do that, because the Granger's not a bad little vehicle. The one that's in the game now isn't a bad vehicle. The one that is coming, I don't know, because it's coming. I haven't seen it. I've seen pictures of it, but I haven't driven it. I haven't seen what it's like off-road or anything like that. So I can't say, "Oh, it's a great car, it's a bad car." I can say the new supercar is a shitbox, but just all you have to do is do a search on the internet. What's it called? Overflawed Zeno. The amount of people that are bitching about it, because like this stretch of road here, if I'm driving down here, that bump there, it would have bottomed out and crashed. It's like people are bitching that bad about it because it does this shit like that. Every little lump, it bottoms out, catches a lip, flips, you know, all that bullshit. So it's like 2.2 million or something. Like, not worth it, man. Yeah, so I'm just cruising around, chilling, trying to chill. You see, normally I can't guarantee he's done it today. I haven't seen him die, but I can't guarantee it. But normally, that mini-man goes in God mode. He will join a lobby, and first thing he'll do is God mode himself. The Baker guy doesn't. He does it all legit. And we called mini-man months ago. There's like 5 of us all called him Fuckwit. And he didn't like us calling him that. We didn't actually call him that exactly because, you know, we've been kind of polite. I think we call him like loser and wannabe and try hard and that sort of stuff. And instead of coming onto the mic and saying stuff back to us, he literally just sent us a message, rip account and that sort of stuff. And in any language, if you say to someone RIP account, that's threatening their account. It's like, or because you couldn't God mode Griefus, you're threatening our account, and that's when everyone called him a lowlife. And that wasn't until then he got into game chat and he said some things and he was getting aggro. It's like, dude, you're the one that starts all this shit, and like you get aggro about it. Typical fucking 6-year-old playing Grand Theft Auto. It's like, why? Like, do these kids' parents not care what they do? From what I know, he's somewhere between 14 and 18-year-old male. And without outing his region, I know where roughly he's from. So it's like, and he's threatening our account, so it's like, seriously dude? So we reported him to Sony, so like he was threatening our accounts. We reported him to Rockstar, he was threatening our accounts. It's like, still playing, so they obviously have looked into it and gone, yeah, he's still playing shark cards, so yeah, we'll just keep playing. Or he's actually got to do something for them to actually take action, because like, it's super annoying that in the 21st century, 2021, 2022, hell, 2000s, the age of the computer and like everybody's first, like not everybody, but all these kind of people, the knee-jerk reaction is to cyber attack. It's like, can you imagine if, for example, there's some sick kid with cancer or something like that in the local hospital, someone's brought an Xbox or a PlayStation in, hooked them up to Grand Theft Auto so they could play some games while they're sick. And then these, I can't think of a word bad enough to call them, lowlifes, that'll do for now. Oh, I'm going to DDoS you, I'm going to take your account, that sort of stuff. And they actually DDoS attack the fucking IP. It's a fucking hospital. Can you imagine if the hospital goes down, like they lose an internet connection or something like that, and just say a life support requires that internet connection, and someone dies because of it. It's like, seriously, or because someone shot you or went off the radar or ghosted you or something like that in a video game, you took the chance of doing that to someone. It's like, what kind of freaking scumbag has to pull that sort of, what the hell, man? And it doesn't help that Rockstar do not disencourage it. Like, they're not exactly going on, oh, don't do this, don't do this. Like, let's face it. Yeah, a business battle has started on the Lexington. The minute someone grabs it, it'll tell me that someone has grabbed the package to kill them and take the package. It's like, no, if they've grabbed the package, they've earned the package, I'm going to let them take it. The only time I'll stop them from taking a package if they stop somebody else from taking the package. So just say player A goes over, grabs the package, and player B flies over on a press and blows them up. I'll then blow player B up and let player A get the package back. It's like, it's that simple. Or if player A is doing a fortified or a vehicle delivery or something like that, and then player B blows them up. The minute player B does a vehicle delivery, I'll blow them up. And when they get all shitty or DDoS you or rip account, it's like, dude, you just did the exact same thing to somebody else. So stop your bitching. It's like, what the hell? There has been a couple of instances. I've had friends tell me that my car, right now it's supposed to be off the radar. I believe it is actually off the radar this time. But it was on the radar, and this miniman was actually in the lobby at the time. And the friend said, I've driven up to him and said, oh, you won't be able to see me because I'm off the radar. And he goes, no, he's shown on the radar for me. I went, oh, okay. And he flew straight at me, and he started firing rocks at me. Blew my car up, paid 20 grand for my car, but then didn't get the kill because I wasn't in it. I was radio controlling it. And I was near my building, so I just went straight back into my building. And then I was speaking to the friend, and it's like, God, this guy's a lowlife. He's like a loser. He's got nothing better to do. The second we joined the lobby, he gunned straight for me. He V-lined straight for me. And when he couldn't get me, he went straight for my friend. And when he couldn't get my friend, and my friend actually got him, the baker guy that's in the lobby right now left. He goes, oh, I don't want anything to do with this, so he left. And then fucking like half a second later, he left, and we were like, oh my god. The fucking smell followed him. It's like, what the fuck? But yeah, there has been occasions when my car has, while it's in radio control mode, has shown up on the radar. So between that, the video I put up one of the bugs where I was doing when you go to your agency office and you start up the agency work. One of them is the gang annihilation or elimination or whatever they call it. I was doing one of them. You got to take out a certain number of captains, and literally it was saying there was one left, and there was no one left in the server. I killed everyone. The only heat signature, I pulled my thermals out, and the only heat signature that was on the map was a campfire. There was no signatures under the ground, inside places I couldn't get to. There was no last guy, but it was saying there's still one guy left. So that's two bugs that I have found in this update. I've also seen some stuff on YouTube about, apparently, because I have noticed it, that the physics of the cars have changed a little bit, and people are starting to complain. It's broken drifting. So if you're a drifter, this contract is broken drifting. I believe what they've done is they've lightened the vehicles, which is causing, I don't know all the terminologies and stuff like that of how they would use it, but as you're drifting, it calculates that the car is doing one thing when it's doing something else and stuff like that. They've adjusted some of the physics and lightened the vehicles, or lightened the graphics, the gravity on the vehicles or something like that. I can't tell because I haven't looked at the coding. But whatever they've done has made drifting a lot more difficult and less fluid. And so if you're a drifter, you're going to be a little annoyed with that. The snow, oh, it's annoying as always, but you know, like it's Christmas time. Why is there snow? Because the snow's at Christmas. Yeah, in America. I think in some of the other northern countries too. Let's see. Other than that, the missions that I've been doing, because I've been doing the ones to do the safe, and apparently they've nerfed the safe too. I think a couple of people have spoken about it. I think I saw Saints fan mentioned it, a couple others mentioned it. Like, I'm not a big fan of Saints fan, but it's like, I'll watch him because he's entertaining in the aspect of like, he's putting content out. It's like, really? Okay. So taking it all in and okay. But you were supposed to be able to earn like $50,000 per in-game hour in the safe if you've done 500 of the computer jobs. Like, I was going to grind out a heap of those. But the fact that it's not completing correctly on some of them, and they've now nerfed it, so you only have to do 20 before it cuts off. It used to be 200 before it cuts off to get 20 grand. So they've nerfed it to 20 grand. So you can, it used to cut off at 500 to get 50 grand. Now it cuts off at 200 or 250 to get 20 grand. So I'm just going to grind it out a little bit to get the safe up so that while I'm just driving around like this, which is what I'm literally doing, just driving around, hoping that my safes fill up. Because I've got a safe at the agency and the safe at the arcade. The safe at the nightclub is absolute shit. It's like you've got to keep the nightclub's popularity up for that to be profitable. And I cannot be fucked coming on every couple of days just to, I don't know, put posters up on walls or drop notifications from a helicopter and have some toss bag on a friggin' oppressor blow me up. It's like, nah, I can't be fucked. The agency, just grind out a heap of the missions, playing in the lobby, doing whatever, it'll go up. Your arcade, so long as you've got arcade machines in there, play the game, so long as you're playing the game, the money will go up. So that's all I do. I jumped in a lobby yesterday with the same friend that, well, me and him were laughing about this guy, that guy there killing everyone, the mini-man guy, about following the other guy around. It was me and him in a lobby. It was a close friend session, and I literally, wow, you hit me, and you're saying what'd you do to my right? You hit me, you teabagged me on the side. It was a close friend session. I just grinded out a couple of the, 4-5s, headhunters, that sort of stuff. In like an hour, you've earned $200,000, $300,000, depending on which ones you do. It's like, that's a hell of a lot more relaxing and fun than coming into a public lobby, trying to do a nightclub or something like that and having oppressor Mark IIs and shit like that blowing out of the sky because of, I don't know, because they got little penises. It's like, there was a video not long ago. I cannot remember for the life of me who put it out. Could have been GTA Man? He was talking about how Rockstar have given up on Red Dead Redemption 2 and they've pretty much focused on GTA and making money out of GTA. And he was talking about why there's so many more griefers on GTA at a glance. And he went into details of overall they've both got the same, like, if for example there is, I'll use a small number, 10 people playing Grand Theft Auto. Out of those 10 people, there's going to be about 2 or 3 of them are going to be griefers. But in Red Dead Redemption, you'll notice, if there's 10 people in a lobby, you'll notice the 2 or 3 of the griefers. But in GTA, you'll be in a lobby, and it'll feel like there's only like 1. But it's because, actually no, it'll feel like there'll be like 5. Because the other percentages that have left to go to invite-only close friends and stuff like that make it feel like there's more griefers on Grand Theft Auto. Because the total number of players are less because half of them are in private lobbies. Whereas in Red Dead Redemption, there is no private lobbies. So you see the full thing. So like, in Grand Theft Auto, the 10 people, like 3 or 4 of those will leave and go into invite-only sessions or private sessions. And those spots will then be filled with new people, and those new people, there's going to be that 2 to 3 people that are griefers. So if you're losing 3 people and then another 3 join, and like a third of those people, then there's a chance that one of those is going to be another group. So you'll end up with 2 griefers in the lobby instead of just the 1. So it's like, yeah, it's not a bad theory gun. Yeah, this is how much of a chicken shit this mini-man. He's right now, I bet you anyone he's on top of Maze Bank shooting down. Oh no, he might be off. He might have jumped off, parachuted off. Yeah, he's going straight to the roof, that building across the road, to the right. How is it? GAP? G-A-P? What it is? He'll be on that roof now. Shooting down. So he would have parachuted from Maze Bank to there, just to shoot him. He will not come to the ground and fight you like a man. This is a bitch. I hope everyone had a decent Christmas. Mind you, in some countries it'll still be Christmas. Yeah, for me, Christmas is technically over now. So he's... Oh, this guy will be up, he won't be down. He'll be on that balcony. Probably undercover. And a lot of people will go, especially these loot like mini-man, will call him a loser for hiding or whatever. It's like, hang on. Fuck. You're going around griefing, doing all sorts of shit. You expect someone to, especially in God mode, you expect someone to, ooh, see that flag? Flashing, wow. There's been a lot of that happening. I had Maze Bank disappear the other day. I was flying over the city and seriously, the entire Maze Bank and the construction site just disappeared and there was a big hole in the ground. What the fuck? Yeah, like you'll get a God motor, like I explained the other day, the God motor who blew me up with his tank. Like he was in God mode and he blew me up with his tank. And according to him, he got me with his RPG. It's like, hang on a second, no, you got me with the tank, loser. It was about 5 shots later. While still in God mode, he got me with an RPG because I mugged him. The little bitch got mugged, and I nearly got the money from the mugger. He shat bricks and RPG'd me. That's how much he cares. So yeah. So if anyone's playing Grand Theft Auto and you run into a God moder, report them. If you want to know exactly, because there is no option to report for God mode, just go down to their name. When it loads, I'll use him as an example. If you click on his name and just go report, and go to other, and then type in the words God mode, GODMODE, and report him. Because they're gonna keep doing it, and like the only guaranteed way that someone will get banned for using God mode is if enough people report them for using God mode. It's the same with the bad sport lobbies. The way the bad sport lobbies when it comes to blowing up personal vehicles is, for example, if you pull out a personal vehicle and someone blows it up, the game registers that, okay, blow it up, and then they'll get a message, oh, you blew up a personal vehicle, you have to pay for it. Then if they blow another one of your personal vehicles up, but it's a different vehicle, the game goes, okay, it's a different vehicle, so they're not targeting the car. They'll get basically the similar sort of warning. But if it's the same car twice, they'll, dude, you're being a bad boy, you'll be bad sported if you don't stop. And if they do it the third time, it counts again more aggressively. So if for example you want to get someone bad sported, they need to blow up the same person's same vehicle multiple times in succession for it to count more towards a bad sport more than the same person's multiple cars. So if they blow up all your cars, like they blow one up, you call another one, a different one out, and they blow that up, you call a different. That would be less than if you call out the same vehicle over and over again. You just get out of my car, I think. So yeah, so that's the way the bad sport works. When it comes to killing people, it's pretty much the same way as well. If you get shot over and over and over again, and you're not shooting them back, the game will register, okay, you're not fighting back, but that person is killing you over and over again. And it will count more towards a bad sport than, for example, if you shoot them back, or if they shoot you, then shoot somebody else. So yeah, that's the way the bad sport works. Oh my god, traffic, seriously? I wonder sometimes. And you know their indicators work, because you see them sometimes turning. Indicating. I don't know where this guy wants to go, there's no marker. Yes, I thought I'd just stream for a little bit. I wish everyone a Merry Christmas. Hope that everyone's next year is better than this year. If I was to give them seriously traffic, and that kills them. If I was to give anyone any sort of like advice or wishes, it'd be like, take care of yourself. You know, wash your hands, wear your masks. Don't mingle in huge groups, all that sort of stuff. That way, at least everybody you love or care about is at least semi-safe. It's like, you don't need more stresses than what the world's already put on you. And when it comes to gamers, it's like, dude, it's a video game. Think of others when you do an action. So, like, if you want to god mode yourself, don't use it to grieve people, because think of them. They get, like, for example, the other day, it was Christmas Day, yesterday, and people were getting griefed from a god moder on Christmas Day. It's like, some of these people probably got Grand Theft Auto for Christmas. And it's like, they've come onto the game, literally, to get god mode griefed. It's like, what the hell, man? It's like, that's not cool. So, yeah. Well, I'm going to call it here, guys. Call it a stream. My Conan streams, again, I'm going to try and do it weekly. But where we are, it's the hot weather, so if it's stinking hot, we might not want to risk it. Or if our internet's playing up and stuff like that. So it's like all these taken, and our health, all this sort of takes into account. But if it's all good, I'll stream. Either way, I'll try and do one at least once a week. If it's not playing Conan, it'll be updating people on what Conan's doing, or what Dreams is doing, because my two big ones are Conan and Dreams. Those are the two games I'm really into at the moment. I do have other games that they're like Watch Dogs Legion, and how many times can I show you looking for my perfect operative? Like, I'm literally wandering around the streets, scanning people. How good are they? Have they got a good name? Have they got a good perk? Have they got a good vehicle? That sort of stuff. So you can only watch that a number of times. So unless I'm doing something special, like a new DLC comes out, or get a new operative, and I want to show the operative off, or something like that. I've done one about, I got Billy Piper. I don't know whether any Americans know who Billy Piper is. But yeah, I've got Billy Piper. And the funny thing is, she wasn't a musician, but she was a recording technician or something like that. I've since gotten rid of her, because it's like, I need the space for other operas that are actually good, but the fact that it was a name after a thing, I couldn't say no to that. So yeah, well, I'm out here, guys. You all stay safe, and I'll catch you all on the next stream. Stay safe.